Welcome to Sean Conrad Unscripted. Real talk about life, hustle, and building the best version of yourself. Let's go.
We represent. Relax your mind if you're extra tense. Catch this bug like Spidey sense and bounce to the beat cause it's excellent.
Excellent.
We represent. Relax your mind if you're extra tense.
So, turning passion into purpose. How do you do that? Your passion into purpose. How do you zero in on that? Right now, it's a crazy time, right? Like, at the time of this recording, TikTok went away and it was gone, and then it came back like the next day in less than 24 hours. And the interesting thing is that before TikTok was on its way out, people started like revealing like all this money they were making and how long it took them to like make this money and go viral and X, Y, and Z. And my eyes were opened. I was like, wow, like this is real. This is real, you know? And I thought about, you know, these times where we can be lazy and be like, oh, that's not my thing. That's not my thing, right? But even if that, what others are doing are not your thing, it could line up with our goals, you know? So I started thinking, I was like, wow, you know, like on TikTok, like at the time of this recording, 2,600 followers, right? Not that much, a little over 2,600. But what can I do with that? What lines up with my passion and my purpose, you know? And I've been being monetized on YouTube and you know, promoting my courses X, Y, and Z. You know, I've been doing this for a while now, and it's important, just like people shared with the world before TikTok was on its way out. It's important that I share as well. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the right thing. So yeah, I just want to encourage you, like, double check. Even when something is not your thing and you're like, oh, it's not really me. Just double check to see if that thing you're avoiding lines up with your goals, because it might. It just might. And you might find out it doesn't take that much effort to realize your goals and your dreams, right? Like with my courses, I was using a tool, a funnel building tool called Go High Level. And now I switched to a tool called System.io, right? Like that's important, right? These are things that creators use to bypass all those things that make you say, nah, it's not for me, right? Like, you know, even editing, I used to use ScreenFlow. I'm still cool with ScreenFlow after coming from, you know, the pro level stuff, you know, Avid and Final Cut Pro and X, Y, and Z. And then I was using ScreenFlow to do a lot of like YouTube related stuff, video production stuff. Right now I'm using Descript because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's another tool that can literally take you from, nah, that's not for me, to, oh, wow, this is easy. This is easy. This is easier than I thought. Like me being in my 50s, you know, like easily into my 50s, but still being able to be fit, you know, God blessing me with activity and, you know, tennis, even though, you know, I'm far from trying to be this pro or anything like that or getting paid for playing tennis, but it helps with fitness. It helps with your skin. It helps with your blood pressure. It helps with all kind of things. So it's not just about playing tennis or, oh, I don't want to play tennis because it's too hot out there, or I don't want to do any sports because it's too hot, or my hair might get messed up and whatever. You're solving problems, or possibly solving problems for multiple things in your life, right? The activity and you know, even using like equipment, right? Buying home equipment that can help you on your journey. If you're not a gym person, right? You ain't got to be around a lot of people. You can get things that work in your home, in your office, that help you towards your goal. And you might not think it's your thing. You might not, you know, so give it a double take or a triple take, right? Look at what all these creators shared before TikTok went down, right? About how they were doing things, sometimes spending way less than 7 or 8 hours a day as you would in a 9 to 5 and making very good money, right? For things that maybe they weren't too excited about in the beginning. But you never know. So you gotta really check and see what kind of things can work for you. You know what I'm saying? There's so many tools out there that if you're not a technology person, this tool can help you do things that you would never bother doing. And it'll do it in seconds, literally. Literally, and it'll help you get your followers up. It'll help you get that monetization that you're looking for. And then this income starts coming in, and then you can scale that. You can scale that. You can turn it up. You can do this while you work your regular job because these tools cut down on the time it would take to do it. You know, so it's important that I share, right? I feel like it's my responsibility because so many people shared with me when TikTok was going down. And I was like, wow, my eyes really, really were open. That's why they were saying that if TikTok goes down, and this could be a future tool, maybe the next TikTok, but if it goes down, it shuts down so many small businesses, so many creators making a living from using certain tools, from keeping themselves in shape and staying active so that they have the energy to learn some of these tools and use these tools, right? Like, you got to pay attention. I have to pay attention. I'm speaking to myself too. Gotta pay attention. It's very important. So just marinate on that, as I say, marinate on that, right? You also need those tools that are going to keep you motivated. You need reminders every week, few weeks, or every month why you're doing what you're doing. Where can it take you? Where can it pull you from? Right? You don't have to be like, oh, I'm stuck here. It is what it is. Lose that term. It is what it is. Lose it. Lose that term. It's what you make it. It is what you make it. So pay attention. Pay attention. And sometimes, like the media is like, oh, all you kids out there are losing TikTok. They're grown people your age that are using these platforms to run businesses, using tools like Descript or Horizon Fitness stuff or TRX or X, Y, and Z, right? Like, System.io, Go High Level. There's people out there using these tools that are your age and even older that are making a living from it. That's how they pay their mortgage, buy their groceries, and go out for leisure time. Like literally, right? And even to get started, if your mind is not totally wrapping around what I'm saying, like get started with something like Legendary Marketer, right? Like that's another one. That's one that I did that took me from here to there, right? Because that little challenge will get your mind right. It will get your mind right, and you will see things that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't find this earlier, right? All these things I'm talking about, right? I will link you to them, right? Just check my bio. But you have to stop just turning your nose up to things that you think are not a fit, because they may very well be the perfect fit for where you want to be. They may be the perfect fit. So you do have to pay attention. You do have to pay attention. So it's crazy. Things go and they come, and then people share, that's why social media, I always tell people, like, we weren't built to take all the criticism that social media provides. I really don't believe we were built for people giving an opinion about the shirt you're wearing and how you decorated your room and what you're about to eat, like getting what 1,000 people think about that. I don't think we were built for that, right? You're like, that can run you ragged mentally. However, social media is this powerful place where we can learn from each other, It's powerful. It's powerful, and people used to tell me years ago, hey man, you I remember my friend telling me, I was like, why are you on social media? Like, why do you always post and blah, blah, blah? And he was like, I get more followers. And I was like, thinking, who cares about followers? Literally, I was like, what are you talking about? Who cares about followers? Lo and behold, years later, it means something. It's part of our society. The things that people are doing with the tools, with the followers, they'll never have to work a regular job again, not in this lifetime. So it's important that we keep our eyes open. The same way I used to live in Brooklyn, never thought I would live in Atlanta because it's corny. You got to keep your eyes open. Cost of living, it's better, right? Real estate, more real estate for your money, more bang for your buck. Don't turn your nose up for everything you think is not a fit, because you never know. You never know. You never know where that blessing is. You never know where that blessing is. Even with work. But before I started back in the day at 4 kids, 4 kids, where I ended up doing the One Piece rap and working on all these shows, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Ninja Turtles, Funky Cops, Winx. I mean, the list goes on and on. Before I got that job, I was like, I don't want to work for a cartoon company. I want to work on Super Bowl commercials. Like that's the type of post-production sound I want to do. I want to do Super Bowl commercials. I don't want to work at this cartoon company. I went, did the interview, I took the job. That thing has made me a historical figure. Right? Thank God I went to that interview. Thank God I went to that interview because it helped me in so many ways. Not just being a part of the One Piece franchise, that's great. But it helped my family. It helped me financially. It helped me with knowing people, understanding so many things. There's so many layers that are, some of them are intangible, right? You just can't describe it, or you just don't see it written on the wall. But these things, because you are open to saying, might not be my thing, but let me just give it a fair look, right? You give it a fair look and you never know. Could change your life. Could change your life. Absolutely. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like I said, keep your eyes open. Give it a double take. Give it a triple take. Okay? Because you never know. And if you're truly wondering if these things are for you, you got to give it a fair shake. You got to give it a fair shake. Do yourself a favor. Go to somebody's bio. Go to my bio. See what's there. It could take one click that'll change everything for you. You never know. So anyway, follow me at The Life of Sean C. Check me out on my website, SeanConrad.com. And see you next time. Peace.
What?
Thanks for checking out Sean Conrad Unscripted. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with a friend, and follow me at The Life of Sean C. Until next time, keep building your best life.
We represent. Relax your mind if you're extra tense. Catch this bug like Spidey sense and bounce to the beat 'cause it's excellent. Excellent.